Friends, hello, hope you are well. Let's get right into what's going on here. So I want to be honest, what's going to happen, I think, here with SoFi, generally the market this week. This is going to be possibly a bloodbath of a week in the market, and here is why. This guy right here, obviously, if you clicked on the video, you saw the thumbnail. Mr. Jerome Powell here is going to be doing some things this week. We've got a lot of scheduled reports coming out here this week with job reports, labor, everything. This whole port situation that's going on right now, the strike. This could be the week. This could be the week of major financial issues in the market, and obviously, I hope you have a lot of capital on your hand, on you right now, in hands, ready to spend, because this could be the week where we see a lot of devastation in the market. And obviously, why are we talking about SoFi? Because SoFi already just, in this uncertainty area with the short-term investors. Long-term investors already sold. We're drinking the juice. We're there. We're like, keep falling. We're going to buy more. We don't care. We want to see SoFi fall apart right now these next, 30, 50 days. We're okay with it. We don't have a problem with it. And so the short-term investors or investors that have sold out and been like, well, why should I buy back in SoFi? This week's not going to help the case with SoFi, possibly, because SoFi probably will not survive the overall market this week. And this is why I've been talking about another shakeout with SoFi. And here's what possibly will happen. So, like I said, starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way to Friday, we're going to have stuff happening every day in the market. And I haven't even talked about what's going on in the Middle East, and that will be affecting. So, obviously, we have eyes on the labor report that will be coming out here, and obviously it hasn't been going good. It shouldn't be getting any better. We're just hoping it somewhat stabilizes at this point. Job data report. It's probably not going to be good news. It's not going to be news where it's like, oh my God, we saw so many more jobs in September. No, probably not. Not going to change. And then we have the situation where talking about inflation, that's going to be wrapped up in that situation too. Talks about inflation, and the stock market is very, very sensitive to this conversation right now. It does not like it, especially when we talk about banks. We talk about things of that nature, and SoFi is wrapped up right in that conversation. Now, the zeitgeist with SoFi when it comes to the mainstream media, SoFi here is still very loved, and it's honestly getting a whole lot of love from almost every article you see. I would say SoFi, it's really hard to find a lot of bad articles. It's really got the grips with the overall media right now, where they keep saying really good things about it. You'll find a lot of articles like this, SoFi stock will soar over the next 5 years. Here's one reason why, and then they give a list. But there's a lot of articles out there, and there's some articles, that are just back and forth. But for the most part, SoFi is really, pleasing a lot of people right now. So like I said, you're either drinking the juice and you're like, hey, I'm here for the next 5-10 years with SoFi. I'm going to keep buying. I don't care if it goes down to $5 because I know what's coming. Not to mention, looking at the financial reports here, just the last 3 years with SoFi, it's been doing great. SoFi was a company that was, destroyed during COVID because it really was a company that was really just known for student loans. And then what happened during COVID? Student loans, pushback, canceled, on hold. And SoFi took devastation from that. That was their bread and butter. Now they've really turned into this conglomerate of a bank plus loans, mortgages, all that kind of stuff. So you're watching something that is starting to take off and starting to get noticed, but it still has not even got into third gear here of what it's going to be doing here in the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, it's just, there's so much that's coming down the road here with SoFi, and there's money, quarterlies to back that up. That's not a hard conversation to have right now. So, I don't want to bring out a candlestick chart. I don't want to really focus too much on a chart with SoFi. SoFi is trying to hold this $8 right now. The poor little SoFi, it is trying all it can. And we had a day last week where it went back to $8.20, and then it fell right back down. There's really no reason for SoFi to hold $8 right now, and that's the God's honest truth. And why is that the truth? That's the truth because we're watching these rate cuts, start to be implemented into the market, into, the society, into the banking system. And we're going to see more rate cuts hopefully this year, and that will be talked about here soon too. How many more rate cuts are we going to have? We're going to have one, we're going to have two. How many basis points are we talking about here? And that stuff's going to take, I think we're going to have to wait, 3 to 6 months to really see something take place with SoFi, where we start to see these rate cuts really start to take effect. This next quarterly that's coming up here just weeks away with SoFi, this is a situation where we're just expecting SoFi to have another good quarterly, and that's what we want, that's what we need, for SoFi just to have another good quarterly. But we're not going to see much to do with, here's, some data with the rate cuts. It's too early, too late for that situation for SoFi to really show anything like that. So the main thing I want to say, I know this isn't like an encouraging video. I'm not making a video right now where I'm like, SoFi is going to $15. Those videos are out there, and yes, I do. I am very bullish on SoFi. Do not get me wrong. I am in SoFi here, and I believe in SoFi, but I think this is going to be the week of opportunity. I think this is going to be the week of, like, we're going to see more shakeout. We're going to see SoFi struggle. I would honestly be shocked to see SoFi to survive this week, at this $7.90 mark right now. I would not be surprised to see by Wednesday, Thursday, to see SoFi back into a low 7 again. If we see a lot of bad reporting this week, which we're not expecting to see great news come out this week with job reports, with inflation, all that kind of stuff. We're just not expecting that. Not to mention this whole port system, this strike that's going on right now. It's not good. This is stuff that's like unexpected, and it's going to bleed into the market because investors know this. If this actually happens, if they actually go on strike for a certain amount of time, this will bleed into the market, no doubt. But look at this as opportunity. Don't look at this as like, I just need to take my loss and run. I would be so careful getting too emotional with what's about to happen here. Look at it as like, oh man, this is my moment. I want to buy more of this stock, and because I know there's greener grass coming down the pipeline here. This is just a little bit of a shakeout that's about to happen here. This is the market. This is life in the market. SoFi's going to have its day. It's going to have its week. It's probably just not going to be this week. Going to be completely honest with you. So friends, like I said, if you're wanting to find a fluffy butterfly, make you feel good video about SoFi and, put you to sleep and, like happy and I'm so excited, this may not be the video for you. I'm sorry, but I want to be honest with you. Listen, I hope SoFi does well this week. I do, but I think it's important to say, like, hey, this is probably going to be a pretty hard week for SoFi, and not just SoFi, but generally the market and generally a lot of banking stocks right now. It's probably going to be a rough week. It may start off a little hot here Monday, doing good with a lot of push, but after that, after we start seeing these meetings, these things come out here, it's probably going to get a little rough here in the market. We're going to start having some bad days, and we're going to see major sell-off, but it's going to happen piece by piece, day by day at this point. So listen, like I said, I love SoFi, in it for the long run. I would be highly shocked if SoFi survived the week at $7.90. Be careful how high you're buying in SoFi. If SoFi goes back to an $8 mark this week, I would be careful buying back in if you're buying in for, to raise as much capital in as you can, because know that by Wednesday, Thursday, this market could be in an upside down, devastating situation. That is the real logistic situation of what is about to occur here in the market. So, friends, wish you all the best of luck, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.